Welcome mates, I am BloodThirstyLord, but you can call me Lordy, and today we're back in action playing Helldivers 2. Alongside that, there is new content on the horizon, and I say that because it's coming out very soon, from new weapons, mechs, and vehicles that you can use in Helldivers 2. So you should be quite interested to see how it all turns out in the gameplay experience, because they have been linked to a certain degree. The weapons that we can talk about today, the vehicles will be a warthog of some sort, or vehicle warfare is some sort in the game, which is kind of cool to see. And I think it's somewhat active in the game currently through the Game Master. This side of the map here with the automatons, if you go into one of these missions, you actually have a chance to actually get one of the stratagems that highlights the mech suit or something else of that sort, which is new content that will be in the game in some point, which you can access after through the stratagem area. But right now, it's just been given to you at some points. And it's just really random. It's not guaranteed, but there is a possibility to jump into a random game and out of nowhere you have mechs available to you to utilize. Same way we had incendiary mines available to everybody, there will be selected games or lobbies that will have one of those stratagems active if lucky. So that's something to keep in mind at this current time. But alongside that, weapons. Weapons are a big part of this game, and some of the weapons are hit and others miss. There's a lot of them. They're miss. But we have some new content coming out, and that is the new weapons over here, which have been leaked. So thanks to the mates that have leaked this and found out these new weapons, because it leads to a point of discovery and hopefully some early theory crafting for builds in the future. So let's talk about it right now. And this is the first weapon, the Arc 12 Blitzer. This shotgun blasts a wide burst of high voltage electricity that arcs between all units, enemies or otherwise within range. This seems to be a budget arc thrower in some aspect. And this could be really fun if the damage is good. Obviously we only have recoil at 60, we have no other information. But having other weapons that actually encourage crowd control and through electricity as well, being Palpatine, I enjoy that. I enjoy that quite a lot. So seeing this weapon in the game, another shotgun variant, I'm actually very eager for this. Hope it has good base damage and the spread damage within the weapon is as good as the arc thrower or even better. That'll be really fun to see. And I'm guessing it's going to shred all the light characters in the game quite quickly. Then we have another weapon, which is the BX7 Displacement Pack, a portable teleportation device which activates the moment before the user would take a potential fatal blow. This seems like a safety net. Certain armor sets in the game, there's a armor set that has a passive of Democracy, 50% less chance to die to lethal damage. Having that combination with this Displacer Pack and not dying to any fatal blow would be insanity. I think that will lead to some great results when you actually never die. And if the chance of you dying is once every 10 times, that is pretty good. Because what ends up occurring there is that your reinforcements never go low because of the Displacer Pack. And that could be a really fun build to have for a character. It will act like as a backpack, so like a shield backpack in the exact same way. So you have to call it in, and then you utilize that as your personal defense of choice. But the shield generated backpack, until it gets somewhat nerfed or changed, I think that will still be more dominant. But the teleporting functionality here could be kind of interesting depending on how far you teleport. Are you still close by to the target? Are you further away into the next compound? If that is there, that could lead to some very interesting repositioning techniques within Helldivers 2, which I think will be quite nice with the future mechs and also vehicles that will be in the game as well. Imagine trying to survive while being in a vehicle or mech and you get shot by a tank from the automatons, and then out of nowhere, you displace another area. Safety's there. I like that. I think it's a great idea and can lead to some really fun gameplay. The next item is another shotgun. Yes, another one. The SG-8P Punisher Plasma. So it's a plasma shotgun. And we have a plasma weapon already, being the last weapon in the current War Bonds Battle Pass. And that weapon's pretty good. I don't mind it at all. I actually like it because against automatons, you can kill the scouts or the striders really quick. Because it only takes a couple shots and the blast area effect that happens through plasma weaponry is really nice. So the same thing happens here. It's firing explosive plasma rounds. Very cool. Firing carefully, exploding plasma can injure squad mates, as we know with the other weapon previously. And with this combination, we have now two different shotguns, one highlighting plasma, another highlighting electricity. I think this is really fun. Just increasing the versatility of weapons and how you can actually encounter fights through the bullets changing on the weapon is very impactful. That's why I think we need more of this, sooner the better, and it can create some crazy engagements. Obviously, we see a couple shots here already on the gun itself. It looks like there's 8 bullets already attached to it, or something highlighting bullets or count. So we'll see, that's a red dot as well, so good aiming in. I think it should be quite fun. I don't mind this. As long as it does damage and it feels like it's powerful, I am happy about it. The next weapon is this one over here. It's an explosive weapon. We already have an explosive weapon in the game. I believe it's called the Liberator explosive on the premium war bonds. and this is similar to that, which is the CB9 exploding crossbow. Fires powerful exploding bolts, which do maximum damage upon direct impact. Gravity must be accounted for when aiming. So the first ideology of the explosive weapon trait was that it actually creates stagger or hit stun towards the target. That is completely incorrect. It's actually crit damage, critical damage in general. So if you hit a weak spot, that weak spot is increased by a certain percentage because you're using explosive round. So you can pretty much one shot, possibly with this damage number being 270. Maybe it's a bit low. We have to see. With this shot, you could possibly try one shot a brood through the head and it would instantly get killed. That could be a theory there, and that could be really fun against the aliens. The penetration is 3, outer radius is 6, so it does have a bit of a cone effect. For whatever reason, how effective that may be, it might be kind of like the plasma rounds, just there. It doesn't really, it's not the main focus of the weapon. It can help out in instances, but you'll use more ammo in order to do so. Aren't sure if this is a single shot crossbow, and then you have to reload it manually every time, because we don't see that information here at all. But it does have a sight, which looks like a 4 times or 2 times at least. And having this in the game is just great. I'm happy about this. Pushback for sure. Wait, does it have pushback? I've seen it. I've never seen the pushback. It even got confirmed by one of the developers that was supposed to be only crit damage. But if it has pushback as well, perfect. I have to do more testing because I actually don't have the weapon. I picked up off a dead body of one of the Helldivers in our lobby that had the weapon. So I have a limited time on the exploding Liberator. But we'll get more time, hopefully. But with these weapons and gadgets, it's quite interesting. This should be coming out very, very soon. If it's already been leaked or highlighted, it's in the game files already, alongside the mechs and alongside the other stuff that we've seen. And it's getting me very excited for the future of the game. Because now we have different ways to fight back, create engagements, and have fun at the same time. And obviously, the armor is still a questionable state right now, which needs to be fixed alongside some of the weapons. I feel like it needs some type of balancing or some type of information being delegated towards us of how we're supposed to use these weapons, because some of the weapons are not being used because they are not effective in the way that we're using them. Which I feel like if it can't be used in anyone's hands, it's kind of trashy. But that's what I'm thinking right now. But with all this stuff, I'm kind of interested. I do want to see more stratagems in play, because I think stratagems lead to greater gameplay than compared to the primary weapons and secondary weapons. Because majority of the time, your stratagem makes your whole kit, makes you who you are as a Helldiver. You will go spawn in as a Helldiver and go for another, go for your pass loot just to make sure you have some type of power in the gameplay. Because you need the shield backpack, you need your railgun, you need your arc thrower, you need the bloody recoil's rifle and the backpack connected to it so you can actually destroy those dropships. Those things are so essential that once you die, you always go back to pick them up. So seeing stratagems more in play is always fun, but these primary weapons and secondary weapons need to start to shine alongside the armor sets too. And I still think there might be hope for helmets and capes to have armor passives as well tied with them, so you can actually create this combination of abilities and have a lot of fun with it. Because that's what I want to see in this game. Will it be meta-orientated? Maybe. But does it even matter? No, because the game will be fun. And I think that's a great idea to create those encouraging builds like we've showcased on the channel, the flaming build, and all the other weapons I've highlighted on the channel. We go through each weapon, highlight it in its entirety, and have a lot of fun with it. That's always the goal. So I'm hoping that's what we get with these future patches, more accessibility towards that, and we just enjoy it on the channel with the mates. But that's a rundown of what we're going to expect through the linked information and the new content coming to the game. Obviously, we may have more of a dedicated video talking about all the leaks on the mechs and the vehicles and going to every bit of information, but this is just the weapons, and the weapons look great, and I just want to see more of it sooner than possible, to be completely frank. So that's it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button, follow us on Twitch, join the Discord, code Lordy at GameStars for 10% off, and also BTLmerch.com. Show support, greatly appreciated.